Welcome to DGMTV Radio. This is a news update. I am Mofiyinfoluwa Odeleke. Nurses shun federal government talks begin warning strike today. Peter Obi is likely to return to PDP as party zones presidential ticket to southern Nigeria. Ogun and Oyo synergizes to tackle food insecurity and border threats. Now the details of the news. Nurses under the umbrella of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives Federal Health Institution sector have insisted that their planned 7-day warning strike will begin today, Wednesday, 30th July 2025. The members vowed to complete the strike even if the government called for negotiations. Speaking in an interview on Tuesday, the national chairman of NAN-FHI, Moraki Yoriwan, said the government had 15 days to respond to their demands but failed to act. The union on July 14, 2025 issued a 15-day ultimatum to the federal government demanding immediate intervention to prevent the total healthcare shutdown. Some of the demands of the nurses are the upward review of shift allowance, uniform allowance adjustment, a separate salary structure for nurses, increased core duty allowance, mass employment of nurses, and the establishment of a nursing department in the Federal Ministry of Health, among others. Rewan noted that a strike was initiated by members who had grown tired of poor working conditions. According to him, members were prepared to face any consequences, including no work, no pay. He explained that after the 7-day warning strike, if no reasonable agreement was reached, they would give another 21-day ultimatum to the government according to labor law before proceeding on an indefinite strike. Indications have emerged as to why the former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi is likely to return to the People's Democratic Party (PDP). The revelation comes amid moves by the former Senate President Bukola Saraki-led Reconciliation Committee to settle all aggrieved members of the People's Democratic Party, which may likely yield its biggest result with the return of Obi to the party. Obi was a running mate to former PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar in 2019 decamped to the Labour Party in 2022. 3 weeks ago, Obi was part of the opposition coalition that adopted the African Democratic Party (ADC), but he refused to officially dump the Labour Party, stressing that he was still a member of the party. Meanwhile, the PDP has been walloped in leadership crisis since its presidential primary elections that saw Atiku emerging as its presidential flag bearer. The crisis was linked to the party's failure to adhere to its zoning arrangement. The party was meant to zone its presidential ticket to the south because its then national chairman hailed from the north, but that arrangement was never adhered to, a situation that led to the lingering crisis. However, Obi's former special advisor on public affairs during the 2023 presidential election, Kachi Ononucho, said former Anambra State governor is likely to return to the People's Democratic Party because the party has agreed to zone its 2027 presidential tickets to the south. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, has collaborated with his Oyo State counterpart Sheyi Makinde to tackle food insecurity and ensure adequate security in both states. The closer engagement was held at the Oyo State Government House on Tuesday. Abiodun, addressing journalists after the meeting, stressed the significance of the partnership by recalling the legacy of the old Western region, where Ibadan served as the capital and Ogun was an integral part. Abiodun noted that both states sharing contiguous boundaries and similar agroecological zones are uniquely positioned to drive a regional agricultural strategy that prioritizes local production, food sufficiency, and market integration. He added that the two states are committed to grow what we eat what we grow agenda that seeks to make the Southwest the food production nucleus of the country. The governors also spoke on targeted interventions across their border communities, including scaling up mechanized farming, aligning policy frameworks, and investing in cross-border rural infrastructure such as irrigation systems and feeder roads to facilitate agricultural logistics. Before we leave, let's have the headlines again. Nurses shun federal government talks begin warning strike today. Peter Obi is likely to return to PDP as party zones presidential ticket to southern Nigeria. Ogun and Oyo synergizes to tackle food insecurity and border threats. We have now come to the end of the news. Thank you for joining us today. I am Mofiyinfoluwa Odeleke.